Hello guys, as you can see, the background here is my house. If you know me enough, you will know something like the amount of time I spend at home is never a lot. So in general tonight I'm totally free. And because of the fact that tonight I'm free, I will not make this video for you to give you some useful lessons, hopefully. The first thing I want to mention in this video is the way how you can learn efficiently just by listening to English songs. Okay, many of my students have told me something like, hey man, can I improve my English ability just by listening to those songs? Okay, listening to English songs is actually a very effective way of learning English, but you have to know the proper way to learn. Okay, the problem here is you just try to understand all the lyric, and sometimes you try to reply it without any carefulness. But the proper way to learn through English songs is that you have to come up with some rules in speaking after listening to those songs. For example, Payphone of Maroon 5. The very first words in these songs is I'm on a payphone. Okay, if you pay enough attention, maybe you will realize something like I'm on the payphone in this song was turned into I'm on a payphone. Okay, the thing is, as Vietnamese, we always do something like trying to pronounce very clearly every sound in a single word. I'm on the payphone trying to call home. Okay, but Americans just don't do the same. What they do is just shortening all of the sound, and what they aim at is the listeners can understand them. That's enough. And sometimes the is not the anymore, but turned into or no. On maybe it's not on anymore, but on or an or an. The thing is, you have to be flexible. Just to make your listeners understand you, just imagine that you speak just like an American, but the listeners who is German can understand you. So what's the point of speaking fluent English? Okay, try to make listeners understand you enough. The pronunciation sometimes is not important. I'm on the payphone can become I'm on a payphone if the German can understand you as an English speaker. Okay. The second thing, I want to show you some tips to turn your American accent into British accent very easily. Firstly, you don't try to spell something any special. In American accent, there are many ways of spelling really specially, like E into A and T into D. For example, opportunity. Okay, opportunity is an American word, sounded like in the American way, but in British accent, don't try to make it special. Don't try to make ni into n and t into d. Just keep it original. Okay, so opportunity in American accent will be opportunity in British accent. I really hope that you can see the difference here. It's really little, but if you can recognize, maybe your English will improve a lot. Opportunity in American accent and opportunity in British accent. Second, I don't know if the knowledge I'm going to give you now is enough academic, but I have come up with it after 100 of times listening again and again to British accent. That British always are prone to give another consonant into another consonant that have been given before. Okay, actually it's kind of misunderstandable, so I will give you an example to understand my point more. Just take university as an example. University is an American accent word. Univer with a really strong and ni, university. Okay, but the British, they do something like they don't pronounce ver as ver. They make it really flat, ver. And maybe sometimes in some areas of England they put an R into this. Okay, Have you listened to any word like university? University. University. You can see that it's univar, not univer. The weakness of Vietnamese is that you always look at the word and try to analyze it and come up with a way to pronounce it. But some words in English just don't follow the rules. University, as an example. In American accent, I repeat, is university. But in British accent, ver turn into the or va. University or university. University. And maybe it's not so related to e and in the face of the word. University. Okay, just remember it. And the lesson today is closed. And maybe you're tired enough, so I will come out there to have dinner. Goodbye.